Hi there, this is video 312 and it's a review sheet. So I'm going to do a quick run through of the introduction and then I want you to turn off your video, do all the questions, and then either turn off the video and check the answers or check the answers in the back of the booklet because they should all be there. You should have this. All right, so number one, if the diagram looks weird, try extending lines or rotating the page. So for example, if this question was weirding you out because you like your parallel lines to be horizontal, ta-da, there you go. The extending lines doesn't do much for this thing, this particular one, because they are all long enough. But for example, if you have a question, I don't know, that looks like that or something, and it's asking you about parallel lines, and it's weirding you out, it might make sense to like make that one longer, so then it just looks more like the diagrams you're used to. I don't know, that's one of the things I do. Remember, vertical angles are always equal. It doesn't matter if lines are parallel or not. If they're not parallel, that might be the only thing you can use, that and supplementary. If lines are not parallel, that's all you know for sure. However, corresponding alternate and interior and exterior are equal if the lines are parallel, and angles that form a straight line are supplementary. And reminder, that adds up to 180 degrees. Okay, so seriously, turn the video off. Do the questions. And we're back. Okay, so some of these are easy. This first one's pretty straightforward. The second kind of grouping over here is a little bit more challenging, but not much. All right, so we've got two lines. There's my handy dandy transversal. I'll do what I've been doing all the way along here. I like to take my highlighter and highlight my transversals. You know what? I'm just going to do them all and get it over with. There we go. I don't know, that may be really confusing to me, but for me, I focus better. All right, so here's my two parallel lines. This angle down here is 60. What's that angle up there? Well, it's going to be 60 degrees. Okay, so you should be able to do two things. Not only should you be able to see that that's 60, but you should also be able to tell me why it is 60, right? Because if the lines are parallel and they look the same size, they're going to be the same size. You just write the same number. But I'm going to add corresponding. And if you look here, look, same thing. So this is 130 degrees corresponding. If you can't remember what corresponding means, if we just look at this little section, this is in the upper left spot. If we look at this cross, this is also in the upper left spot. All right, oh, these are not too challenging. That's 40 degrees, that's 40 degrees. That's corresponding. Oops. I lost my pen. I was going to flip back to a pen for you guys. Oh, there it is. Easier to see. Because unlike proofs, I'm pretty solid on these. All right, so M is going to be 110 degrees, corresponding. B is going to be 80, corresponding. L is going to be 60 degrees, corresponding. Oh, something new. M, well, you can tell by the looks of it, it's probably going to be 60 degrees, but it's not corresponding. Oh, there's two answers here that you could use. You could say it is vertical to L, or you could also recognize it's an alternate exterior to our original one. Either one of those is fine. All right, so this is 140, so X is 140. So that's corresponding. And again, Y is going to be 140. And that could be same as here, be vertical or corresponding. All right, 50 and 50. So P is 50 degrees. Now, here's what we have to watch. You get so used to, oh, everything's going to be 50 in that picture. Well, look at it. There's no way that's 50 degrees because we know if it went straight up, that's 90. That's over 50. So pay attention. Well, you should be able to see that P and Q are supplementary because they form a straight line there. So this is going to be 130 degrees. And that comes from 180 degrees, which is the entire semicircle, minus the 50 that we already know. This is 130 degrees. And this is supplementary. And get these last ones down here. So 70, M is 70 degrees corresponding. And then N, again, it's supplemental there. So it's going to be 110 supplemental. All right, so if that angle is 120, A is going to be 120 degrees corresponding. And B should be 60 degrees because it's supplementary. All right, got a little boring there, but be careful, pay attention. Part of it is really just looking at the lines. All right, let's look at these ones on the other side. Now, I guess I have to confess to you guys, there's a rule I didn't bother teaching because I never bothered with it. There is a rule that says if you have interior angles on the same side, they are supplementary. And that could be the reason you right away know the answer to X. But I work it this way because, you know what, some days I'm just lazy and I don't want to memorize extra stuff. I know that that angle up there is 60. And then angle X plus 60 is supplementary. So angle X is 120 degrees. And we'll just put supplementary, right? So 60 matches that one. And then this one, sorry, these two are supplementary. So same process here. If they are on the same side of the transversal, then they're going to be supplementary. So if this is 130 degrees, I can go 180 degrees minus 130 is 50 degrees. But again, honestly, my brain says, oh, well, this one up here is 130, then these two are supplementary. Well, same process here, 70, and they're on the same side. So that's going to be 180 degrees minus 70. Oops, 110 degrees supplementary. (180 minus 140). 40 degrees supplementary. Come on, give me something more interesting. Ah, all right. So if we look at this one, if that's 80, B, this is the one that's going to be supplementary to it. So that's going to be 180 minus 80 is 100 degrees. And also C, oh, pardon me, this is what happens when I do